What's up everybody, Ryan here. Got my Veto Pro Pack Tech Pack Blackout series backpack here, fully loaded. Gonna do a loadout video for you. A few people have been asking me to do that. They've also been asking me about the weight of this bag. So first things first, we're gonna get the scale placed up here and we're gonna weigh this thing fully loaded. I use this bag primarily for bigger jobs, compressor replacements, heat exchanger replacements, blower rebuilds, replacing hanging heaters, anything where I need a lot of tools and don't want to have to run back and forth to my van a lot. I use my other Veto bag, the MC, for my diagnostic service call work, but let's go ahead and get the scale up on the bench here and we'll weigh this thing fully loaded. I got my CPS scale here. We are zeroed in. Let's go ahead and place this thing up on there and we'll see what the grand total is right off the bat before I even pull anything out of here. All right, guys, I had to take two hands to get her on there. It looks like we're coming in at 42 pounds, 4 ounces, 3.754 ounces. So 42 pounds, it's pretty heavy. But I tell you, it is a beast. It holds everything I need for the jobs I'm trying to do. So let me go ahead and get the scale off of the bench. We'll open it up and I'll show you every tool I've got in this bag. All right, so right off the bat, I keep a magnetizer here on this front zipper. I don't keep really anything in this small pocket in the front. I just haven't had any need or anything to utilize that pocket for. In the front pocket here, I carry my drill, and I usually have a spare pair of gloves in there. So that's really all that I keep in here. Drill and some gloves. On the side, I keep a couple of jumpers, a few different types of tape, non-contact voltage meter, and then I keep bits here. I got a 5/16 1/4" Malco reversible, and then a 3/8 5/16 Malco reversible. These are awesome. So that's what I've got on this side of the bag. Went around to the other side. I've got just a brush, you know. I keep a paint marker, and then I just keep a pen for, you know, writing stuff down. So that's what I keep on the outside of the bag. Here in this pocket, it's got some good Velcro on there. I keep a small tape measure, 6 foot. I also keep a little random bag of screws. And then I've got this magnetic jumper that I don't normally use a whole lot, but it does come in handy for when I need it. So that's what I keep in there. So let's go ahead and open up the front and start pulling this stuff out. Well, first things first, this pocket here, I keep magnetic tray for random bits or screws when I'm pulling units apart and I've got 1,000 screws. It's nice to keep that there. So that's really all I keep in that one. This strap, its home is in here as well. And then we've got the clear mesh pocket with the magnet here. And I just keep a random bundle of wire. And I've got some limits in there, a couple of fuses, some spare batteries. There's a box connector, just random stuff. Key stock, another box connector, more fuses, a spare limit, some nuts and bolts, you know, just stuff that I kind of need on a, you know, random time, and that's that. So now we've got to the front end of the bag here, and you know, I keep just all your standard stuff, maybe not stuff you would carry on a service bag. So let's start pulling the stuff out. We'll start up here with the top. So first, I've got my DeWalt right angle attachment. This thing's awesome. I use that all the time. I got just a brush, a wire brush there. Got a caliper, this comes in handy. Although this one here, if it gets wet, I've got to wire wheel this thing down numerous times a year because it gets rusty and then you can't read the measurements on that, but it's a nice one. I've got my Klein tools 10-in-1, 11-in-1 screwdriver there. I keep a precision screwdriver. I keep a couple thermostat screwdrivers there. I keep scratch all. I keep my little stubby. This seems to be the best place for it. My old bag, I was always digging when I needed this thing. This one's nice. It can just stay right there. So I keep that right up top. I keep a Phillips bit. I think this is a 5 or 6 inch length. It's PH2. So this comes in handy. So that's everything I keep in the top pockets there. So moving on to the next set of pockets, I keep a extendable filter puller / pusher with the magnetic tool on the end. You guys have seen these, I'm sure. They extend out. You can grab all your filters with that. I keep a large Allen key here. This comes in handy for some of the York blowers, making the adjustments, the belt adjustments on that. I got a Klein Tools beater screwdriver right here in this pocket. I've got channel locks. I got a crescent wrench, 10-inch, pair of linesman pliers. I keep a file. This comes in handy for blowers and whatnot. I keep a couple of extensions here. These for York heat exchanger replacements. There's a few screws in there. You need a good amount of length. So I keep a couple of those in there. And then I think that's it for these first 2 pockets. So moving on, I keep a pair of wire crimpers and a pair of side cutters. And then I keep a set of Allen wrenches. I need to get a new set. So they're getting a little worn, nothing else in there. I keep my rigid 10-inch pipe wrench. This thing's been with me for, I don't know, since I was a teenager. It was my dad's, so carry that with me. A pair of locking pliers. Don't use these a whole lot, vice grips, but I mean, they come in handy when you need them. So I keep those in there. A level, nothing fancy. And that's it for that pocket. Here I keep another set of Allens, foldable set, Harbor Freight Specials. And then I also keep a set of Star Bits, another Harbor Freight special here, but they work and they're cheap, and when they break, they're not that expensive to replace. Razor knife, needle nose pliers. Again, they're beat up, but I've had these things forever, so keep those in there. And then I threw a random set of snips, Midwests, because when you need them, it's nice to just have them right there. You don't have to run down to the van to get them. And really, let me check, but that is it. That's it for this side of the tool bag. So, as you can see, we've got a decent amount of tools that was stored in this side of the bag. So, let's go ahead and flip it around. We're gonna lay all the tools out here, and then you can see exactly what was in the entire bag. Let me get everything off of here because I think we're gonna weigh the tool bag empty. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and unclip the shoulder straps, and we'll open up the back. And then we've got the same setup here. This side of the bag doesn't open nearly as much as the front, so it's not as flexible, but right off the bat, I keep a bag of all my wrenches, canvas bag, Home Depot. You know, I've got all my wrenches there, everything I need. I keep doubles to everything, so all my wrenches are there. They all go in the canvas bag. Boom, there it is. I keep a socket set. This is a Craftsman. I've had this thing a while as well. Comes in real handy when you're working on blower housings and brackets and whatnot. I've got the bit here so I can put the socket right onto my impact. That comes in real handy as well. So we'll set that back there. All right, let's go ahead for the pockets. First big pocket. I've got this canvas bag. It's been through hell and back. You can see this whole corner is held together with zip ties. I keep an extra set of leads in here. It comes with the different attachments. I like these ones because you can get into the plugs on control boards. So that comes in real handy. I don't really like to keep these on my meter at all times because they are a bit more fragile, in my opinion, than a set of leads that just has a dedicated tip. I keep also a wire wheel. Lowe's, I get these at. I keep my nitrogen flow tool in there. A Robinair valve core remover tool. I keep a beat up Lennox pipe cutter, small one. And apparently I keep a random refrigeration cap in there. And there is a gasket in there, so boom. All right, so that's pocket number one. And let's go ahead and see what's in pocket number two. Another canvas bag full of wire nuts. Wire nuts and these little grommets and just random things. A piece of a vibration pad and a couple more blower keys in there. So I'm a big fan of canvas bags. That's it for the pockets. Next, I keep a pair of scissors. I got some whisk scissors here for, you know, cutting stuff. These come in handy. You wouldn't think you'd need them all the time. I keep my Klein magnetic light. I keep that right in there with the scissors. Keep my Fluke 324. I want to upgrade my meter, but I've been spending a lot of money on all sorts of different stuff. I've got a couple of these Flukes. I keep one in my other bag as well. I've got a UEI. I've got a field piece. I like Flukes the best, even though it's just the lower end Fluke, it's nice. I keep my UEI EM201 manometer in here. Getting to be the end of heating season, so that'll probably find a drawer in my van for the meantime. All right, so since we had the manometer out, I keep my fittings for the manometer, the tubing. I keep that up here in this pouch here. I keep one of these temperature probes for the meter in there. I keep a service wrench. I use this for taking out the plugs on gas valves. It fits perfect. I keep that in there. All that stuff stays in that top shelf for the UEI there. Pill bottle with some random wire connectors stays in there. Some leak lock. I also keep some nylog in there. I think I took that out for another job. More random wire connections here in this small NRP bottle. I got this from United Refrigeration. Came with small blue wire nuts in it. So now that I've put those in a different container, I keep just random stuff in here. This usually has 5/16 tech screws in it. Keep that in there. Then lastly, I keep two of the UEI temperature probes. These are the PDT 650s pocket thermometers. I keep those right in there. I gotta say though, I've been real happy with this bag. I see the new backpack from Veto with the wheels on it has come out, and that thing looks pretty awesome. So let me zip this all back up. All right, guys, so that's it. You can see everything I've got here that was all in this bag. So we were at 42 pounds, 3 3/4 ounces. So I'm gonna be real curious to see what the bag weighs. I know I weighed it once when I first got it. I made the little review video for the Pac Blackout when I got it. I've had this thing 6 or 7 months now, I believe. I don't even know. Go back and look at my old video. In fact, I'll put a link to that video right up here in the corner, but I've had it for as long as that video's been up, and I've been real happy with it. This thing's been out in the snow, it's been out in the rain, it's been up and down roofs, it's been across roofs, up and down roof hatches, and it's like brand new. So this thing's had a little bit of a beating. They got the 5-year warranty on it. Even if it doesn't stay nice, they're gonna owe me another one. So thanks Veto Pro Pack for an awesome bag. It was well worth the money I spent on it. I mean, I could stuff way more in here, but I've got everything you need here. Wrenches, pipe wrenches, everything. This bag's gonna hold everything I need. I need temperature readings, I've got these. I need to cut some filter media or some filters, I got scissors. I need light, there's my Klein. I gotta check voltage, here's my meter. Wrenches, wire connections, Allen wrenches, caliper, extra wire. I'm real happy with this bag. It holds a hell of a lot of tools, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that scale back up. We're gonna get a weight on this bag empty. I'm not removing the magnetizer just because I don't feel like it. So we'll get that weight and I'll be back with you here momentarily. All right guys, I got the scale zeroed out, and now I can actually put the tool bag on the scale with one hand. So we'll go ahead and place that on there. And we're looking at 11 pounds, 8 ounces empty, except for the magnetizer. So 11 pounds, 8 ounces. The rest of that weight was all my tools. Pretty heavy, but that's the price you pay for wanting to have all these tools up on the roof with you. So definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I'd buy it again. I like the hard bottom. Just the quality of the bag is really sweet. It's durable, it's tough. This thing's been thrown around, don't get me wrong. Nothing's ripped, the zippers are good, all the straps, everything. It's still solid. And that big ass handle right on the top, very nice. Great product here from Veto Pro Pack. If you're on the fence on tool bags, I suggest getting this one. I'll have this thing 20 years, hopefully. I'll at least have it 10. But yeah, a great bag, holds a lot of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I could have packed a lot more stuff in here, but I've got what I need. That's gonna do it for this loadout video, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost you a thing. If you liked the video, hit like. Leave me a comment. Tell your friends about the videos. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.